What's up, everybody? I'm Duncan Deep.
I'm Hoodlum Scrafty.
And today, what was that accent?
I have no idea what that was.
We're announcing the Multi-Battle League. This is the most professional, the most competitive, the best on the internet draft league in existence because we're doing multi-battles. That means 2 people per team, which means it's twice as awesome. That is facts. That's science and math right there.
Essentially, he's right.
Yeah. So we're going to go through the rules really quickly. It's a draft league. Each team is allowed to draft 3 OU, 3 UU, and at least 6 RU and below Pokemon. So you can, we had lists and we could draft them, and it was a snake draft back and forth until every team had filled all of those slots. Each team is also able to draft 2 Megas. This is because it's a multi-battle. 2 Megas can be on the field at the same time on one team. This is a bit that breaks it up from VGC a little bit. A maximum of 1 of your Megas is allowed to be OU. The others must be UU or below. And the tiers we are using are not Smogon singles tiers. They are the Smogon doubles tiers. It's really important to note that. We had a few special rules. Both Mega Charizards cannot be on the same team, but they can both still be drafted.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Different forms are drafted separately. So Rotom Heat and Rotom Wash are drafted separately, but one team cannot draft multiple forms of the same Pokemon. And finally, Megas are drafted separately from the main forms. A team can't draft both the regular and Mega form of a Pokemon, and you do not have to Mega Evolve a Pokemon that you chose as a Mega, but it does have to carry its Mega Stone. So you can't draft Mega Sableye and then have leftover Sableye, but you don't have to Mega Evolve it.
Yeah.
That's it. Then we're on to the battle rules. Each team consists of 2 players. That's me.
And Callum.
The VGC item clause is in effect. It's a multi-battle format. Each player brings 4 mons along and then chooses 3 to bring into the battle. So you see their team preview, which 4 each of them chose. So they brought 8 overall. And then we choose the 6 that we want to bring to the battle. And because of that, it adds a little bit of strategy in the preview. But that does mean that it's 6v6. And each week you'll see me upload either the battle or the team analysis, and Callum upload the opposite.
Hell yeah.
It's everybody's playing everybody, and then the top 4 are going into playoffs. It should be finished right before Sun and Moon come out. That's about it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, Callum, do you want to tell them why we have a completely white screen here?
So, we decided rather than getting team logos designed, we would design our own, essentially, with this neat little, I guess, dual paint. Yeah, 2-player paint, essentially. We already have an idea in mind, because, we don't want to just go in there and do something completely terrible. But, it's not going to be the best quality logo, and we just think that's going to add a bit of charm to the league, and make it unique, because we drew ourselves, and yeah.
Just drew a line for no reason.
I'm like, yeah, what are you doing? Is there a way you can make... Oh, yes, you can make it bigger. Cool. That's completely cool. Oh, I can just paint that white, right? Wait.
You can just erase it. Oh, what have you done? There's a rubber. It's fine. We got this. So,
excellent.
We're going to make our team logo, and then while we do that, we are going to discuss our draft. So, you'll see the name of our team as we make the logo, I guess.
Yeah. And we'll be discussing the other teams, because there is 7 other teams.
Yeah.
7 other teams besides us.
Yeah.
And we'll be discussing, who we're most scared of, just because of who they are wise, or who we're I don't know. What was I saying?
Yeah, who they are, what their draft is, all of that nonsense.
Yeah, who we're most scared of because of who they are, or who they are most scared. Who we're most scared of because of the Pokemon that they have. Because some people have some. Oh wait, was completely the wrong color. Is there a color picking motion? This is so bad already.
Yeah, the color picker's at the bottom, man.
Color picker is terrible.
Our draft, our first pick was Hooper Unbound. It was a really important pick for us, and we were really scared because we were the second last team to pick for the first pick.
Yeah, right? Which is really bad. Like it's
literally the worst possible. Yeah, second to last is literally the worst possible place to be. There is no possible place worse than second to last.
It's a snake draft, so it's like after we get our after we pick last, there is we get to pick like immediately after almost, but it's still.
But we don't get the advantage of being the last pick, because then they get a double pick, which is like a huge advantage. So we were in the worst possible position, but we did manage to snag Hooper Unbound, which was our first pick anyway.
Yeah, that's what we had in mind because of
we were pretty happy with that. Like I was pretty pumped at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it because it's not something you can see in VGC, but it's a really good mon that I think if it was in VGC, it'd be very good because just the fact that it can break through Protect with Hyperspace Fury.
Yeah, it doesn't just break through the Protect, it breaks the Protect. So like if you hit it with something else afterwards, that goes through Protect. Like it goes completely through Protect.
Yeah. So we could run like Trick Room and then like have like Hoopa break the Protect and then have something slower hit it.
Yeah,
hit
exactly.
On as well.
Yeah, and I mean Hoopa's not that slow. We can run it Scarf. There's all kinds of stuff we can do with Hoopa Unbound, and that's why he's actually going to be our mascot in our logo here. So
yeah, we're gonna attempt to draw him. I think I might get a reference of him up.
Yeah, it's fine. We're good. We're actually doing pretty well here. I quite like our logo already.
Yeah. It's based off of another logo, but it's
I don't know what you're talking about. It's completely original and new.
Yeah, I've never seen before. So as you can see, we are called Team Views because we get views. Like, what else is there to say? Like, it's really pretty simple to understand.
Have I done the head too high up? No,
he's so. I didn't realize he was like a blue color. That's really weird.
You can start drawing in the arms, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm quite a big fan of saturated things. I'm trying to look at references of him, but I really just don't know what to. Multiplayer paint is so bad. Who invented this?
It's the best thing ever. Dude, I'm not even doing an outline. Look, I've got like a outline. I've got a no outline thing going on.
Is there an undo button?
Nope, you have to just get the rubber and rub it out.
God.
So our next draft was the Mega, and this was actually Callum's choice, and I really appreciated it when he told me what his team plan was. His Mega choice made so much sense because at first I vetoed this, right, Callum? I was like, nah, we can't do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you were like, no, I want to run this. And I was like, oh, wow. And you told me about that spread you were given with the Tailwind and the Trick Room, where it could be either fast or it could be Trick Room. And I was like, that's amazing.
It's my boy Mega Mawile, of course.
Yeah.
I love Mega Mawile, my favorite Mega. One of my favorite Pokemon, just period. That's why, if Sun and Moon were to remove Megas, I'd be very upset. But with that in mind, I really want to use Mega Mawile. And it's a really hard-hitting mon. Obviously, it's huge power, really strong in this generation. And it's quite good in VGC, especially like VGC 16 is actually quite good. Which is surprising because like all these legendaries, I just never expected it to be quite as good as it is, but I really have no idea what I'm going to draw here. I'm just trying to not. Yeah, I want to draw like this.
Do you like the head?
Yeah, man, it's looking awesome. That is definitely a Hoopa.
Yeah, like I need the little nose thing he's got. That's like
that is quite clearly a Hoopa. And yeah, you've got like the little headband to see what you're doing there. Okay. But yeah, a big fan of Mega Mawile.
So we are planning on like making it a fast Mega Mawile with like Trick Room or with Tailwind, and our whole team is basically built around. They can't protect very easily because we've got this Hoopa Unbound, which is a really really scary mon in Tailwind, for example.
Yeah.
And we stop them from protecting, and then we kill them dead. That's basically our plan. We're working on it, and our third pick was very very conducive to that because we picked Whimsicott. Now. Whimsicott's
we're going for speed control.
It's really cool for speed control because it gets Stun Spore and stuff. It gets all kinds of priority Prankster moves, Encores, and it also gets access to priority Tailwind, and it also actually gets access to Trick Room. So, really, really cool pick. We really enjoyed Whimsicott, and we were really happy to get it. It's also a fairy type. It's got a strong Moonblast coming out. And yeah, we were pumped to get Whimsicott. So, really, really happy to get our Whimsicott. And then it was time for our UU picks. So, we'd used up our OU picks, we went down to UU picks, and we ended up picking Mega Sableye as our first UU pick because we wanted to pick up Megas early. We didn't want to get sniped out of Megas. And ended up picking.
Did we have anything else in mind for Megas? I think we had like a few other options.
Yeah, they got sniped away from us. Mega Metagross and Mega Lopunny were both.
The things that we had in mind.
We ended up not getting them. Mega Metagross, I kind of regret not grabbing it because it was then grabbed by, of course, Team Dream Ball, which we'll talk about the other teams in a bit. So we could have grabbed it and stopped them from getting it, but we thought Sableye was better because we had speed control, because we didn't have to Mega it. We can priority Quash with it, which is really, really important.
It's a really good idea. Like, I love that so much. Yeah. Like, I actually used that with, I made a video with Wolfie, where we used Quash Sableye with Mega Gengar. It was so fun. Like, I really liked that strategy. So, I'm excited to use it. Priority is my favorite way to play in Pokemon. I don't know about Duncan, but my favorite way to play in Pokemon is with priority moves.
Yeah.
Like in Prankster and all that stuff. That's why I'm a big fan of Talonflame now. So I love the fact that our team is based on speed control, because that's like my favorite way to play. So, yeah, really glad we got Mega Sableye. It's also one of my favorite megas. I feel like we just picked a lot of my favorite Pokemon. Like, honestly, a lot of these Pokemon we have are just some of my favorites. I'm quite a big fan of Hoopa Unbound too. I really love his design.
I love his design. I really love the way he plays. I've always really liked him. I played him in singles, but he's not as good. I think he's an absolute powerhouse in this. But at this point,
test it out.
We were actually starting to counterpick other people at this point. We were starting to worry about other people's teams. There were certain teams that really dealt with us quite scarily. So our next pick was very, very, very much a counter pick. We ended up picking Hitmontop. And
oh yeah, of course, because I think Scrafty was still an option, but
yeah, we could have picked Scrafty, I believe, but there were too many fairy types rocking about. And Scrafty is OU, of course, in this, so we couldn't pick Scrafty as a UU pick. We wanted our OU picks too badly, so we actually ended up sacrificing the right to having a Scrafty, which
I'm cool with. I don't really mind that much, honestly. It's all good. You know, it's for the good of the team. Scrafty would understand.
Yeah, exactly. Scrafty, he's a very understanding creature. Do you like my hand? Do you like my Hoopa hand?
Yeah, like now I know how to draw the hand. I think I'm just gonna copy you here. I'm not really sure how far down I should be going with this Hoopa, but I'm sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, that looks sick, dude. I'm liking it. You've even added some shading and shit.
Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't on purpose. Like I just put color.
No, Hitmontop's great because this is 6v6, we are expecting to see more hazards than we would see in BGC, for example. So he's nice because he can spin, he can fake out. That hand is a completely different color, bro.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's got a lot. He's quite like the Scrafty, you know. And what's the name? Hitmontop was on Wolfie Glick's team actually in the Worlds, right?
He ended up winning Worlds with, yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite awesome that we have Hitmontop, you know.
Yeah, because we actually did this draft.
Plays a lot like Scrafty. He has Quick Guard, I think.
Yes, Quick Guard, Wide Guard for sure. Wide guard, which is going to be really, really useful.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
We have a fill-in button here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, man. But yeah, we have Hitmontop, but yeah, like we said, this draft's been going on for a while, so we picked it up before, you know, Worlds happened.
So we were quite happy when Worlds happened, and we were like, we've already got that. That's cool. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
You're doing the yellow. Hey,
yeah,
sweet.
This is very
this is very skillful drawing. So really happy with Hitmontop and what he can do. Then we've got Manaphy. We needed a bulky water just because of what was showing up, and the ability to tail glow and just sweep teams with Manaphy is never to be underestimated. Really, really never to be underestimated. So
yeah. It's got 100 stats across the board, so it's quite, you know, versatile to what we can do with it. It's kind of like, you know, somewhat like Mew, kind of like, you know, we can make it really bulky or make it, you know, fast attacking. You know, there's a lot we can do with Manaphy, you know, stuff like that. It also has Heart Swap. I don't know if you want to make use of that at all, but
we definitely could. It's a cool idea.
Exactly, cool gimmick that Manaphy has that not any other Pokemon can get besides obviously Smeargle.
Yeah.
So.
We will get on to talking about Smeargle in a bit. That's a very scary Pokemon. It's always scary, Smeargle. That's the thing about Smeargle. It's always going to be scary.
It's so weird. It's just a painter.
Yeah. We need to somehow add the last hand here. I think maybe do a Brofist, like a PewDiePie Brofist, because it is
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, he has 6 hands.
Oh yeah, true. But loads more straw. So moving on, Flygon was our first RU pick. Like, really, really happy to get this. You picked that up very quickly, Callum, I remember. Didn't expect it at all. And then Callum was like, hey, let's get Flygon. I was like, bro, that's a Flygon.
Yeah, it's a Flygon. I mean, Flygon's cool. You know, he's not Garchomp, but you know, you have limitations when it comes to draft-based leagues, obviously, as you know, you can't just be like, I want all the OU Mons, because it's not allowed. So, you know, we got Flygon because it's, I guess, the next best thing to a Garchomp, kind of. I mean, it doesn't quite do Garchomp's job, but it's the same typing.
It's the same typing. It covers a lot of our weaknesses. It's nice that it's got Levitate. I mean, it's just nice for a lot of reasons. I feel our next pick was a bit of a mispick. I actually feel our next pick wasn't particularly good. We ended up picking Lapras because we wanted something with water absorb. We
needed more bulky mons.
We wanted something with Perish Song as well because we were getting a little bit into the idea of Perish Song and people to death. So
yeah.
Color this to match the colors.
Yeah. You're so. How do you get that color, dude? That's such a good color. That's it's completely not right. What the hell? No. There we go. I think I got it. There.
Yeah, nice.
There's some nice shading going on here.
Hey.
Shall we
get the last one, giving them the finger?
Oh hell yeah! So that's what I was sort of maybe going for there, but I didn't. So, there you go. Perfect. I like that shape. That's a good shape. That's a very well shaped. But yeah, we chose Lapras because like we said, we need bulky warts. I think we also thought maybe a bit more. What was it? Ice type
coverage.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah, ice coverage. Oh my god, it's so big. Oh damn it.
It's right up close.
And Lapras also gets access to Perish Song, like we said. Perfect.
All right. Do you want to extend the body down a bit more? Because you were doing some nice work with that body.
Yeah, we need to move it down.
And then we realized that we actually had a much better choice for that last bulky water slot. We really regretted Lapras because our next pick was another bulky water in the shape of Blastoise. Fake out user. Follow me user. Blastoise is a monster because it's not restricted to Gen 6 Pentagon. We can run Follow Me Blastoise. Awesome Pokemon. Fake out as well. Just great support. Really, really good. Rapid Spin as well. Blastoise was what we wanted Lapras to be, which was our utility water Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so
we
now
completely
Lapras
skipped over it because he's at the very top of the Pokedex. So it's kind of just like, it's the first thing you skip over. You just forget about it.
And then we realized, as we picked Blastoise, that we needed redirection because he was our only redirection Pokemon. And so we picked another redirection mon, and we were actually really, really annoyed that Magmar and Magmortar had both been picked because obviously Flame Body redirection is great because you're just like, hey, follow me, punch me, ha, you're burned. But we actually we ended up going with Electabuzz for the Follow Me user. Follow Me Paralysis actually fits the theme of our team with speed control. We need to make sure that we don't actually run static if we're running Trick Room because we don't want to be Follow Me, Paralyze, oh, now Trick Room. That would be bad. But it worked out really nicely. I'm really quite happy with our draft. All right, so now that we talked about our team, let's quickly go over everybody else's teams. We're going to go through them as fast as possible, just to give you a brief overview of what we think of them. Team Anime Titties is made up of my girlfriend Beryl and Shofu, the one and only. What do you think of this team?
Straight off the bat, they took Landorus T, which is, of course, Intimidate
super
user,
scary.
U-turn, super scary. Then they got Charizard Y for their Mega Evolution.
Then Megalopony is their other Mega. They've got Gastrodon to redirect water attacks, Togetic for a redirector, Pikachu because Light Ball, why not? Monferno, Fake Out, Bulky, why not? Really good team, solid team. Quite scary, but not too scary to us.
Executor to make use of that Charizard Y son.
Yeah.
They thought about it.
They thought about it. There's obviously a lot of thought went into the team. Right, next up we've got Team Magnitude. That is Mac Rocket Games Corner and Magnitude, who invented the League format. Their team, I think, is Pants. I'm sorry, it's Pants. They chose no Megas in their OUs, so they got Aegislash, Sylveon, Ludicolo. They got Mega Altaria and Mega Ordino as their Megas. They got Mega Altaria and Sylveon, so they do the same thing. Gothitel's okay, Magmatar's okay. Overall, not a very scary team.
Not scary to us, at least. I don't know if anyone else is really that scared of it, but for us, hopefully, it should be fine.
Yeah, compared to
us,
really in our matchup, it's Pants. That's what I should have said.
It's really weird that they have Ludicolo because they don't have Politoed or anything. They don't really have any rain setting up guys. So it's
Bronzong.
I mean, they have Bronzong. Yeah, they have, but it's not it's not the same as Drizzle. But what can you do?
Next, we have the Rag Pack. That's made of Chimpact and Kenny, Kaioken. Really scary team. They got Mega Gardevoir. They've got Mega Blastoise, which is great. Does the same thing our Blastoise does, but it's Mega. They managed to pick up Hooper in RU. Regular Hooper does the same thing that our Hooper does, but it's slightly, more fragile and less powerful.
No, it's hard hitting. It's got a different type. It's more I think it's. No, they're both special attacking.
Thunder Eye for priority Thunder Wave. They've got Volcanion. It's great Mon. Krookodile, because why not? Genesect, scary.
Clefairy for that Friend Guard.
Yeah, Friend Direction and Friend Guard and Redirection. So super solid team. Tauros is scary. Tangle is scary. Scary team. Scary team.
Now we've got the scariest team here, Team Dream Ball, made up of Marcus and Wolfie Glick. Of course, they went against each other in the semifinals of Worlds, so third place and first place.
ridiculous, and their team is one of the best, and probably one of the best matchups against us. So they've got Mega Kangaskhan, which of course is Mega Kangaskhan, nothing more to be said. They've got Gengar, which is terrifying. They've got Politoed. They've got Rotom Heat, Mega Metagross, Tornadus T, Virizion, Magmar, Kingdra, Parasect. Super scary team. I don't even want to talk about it anymore because it scares me.
Do you think Wolf knows about the Follow Me Magmar trick, the Flame Body?
Oh, of course. Magmar? Like, they're going to know it. They're going to know it. Like, there's no way they're not going to research every mon to the absolute T. Did you see their calcs? They had like 19 pages of calcs for their Worlds team.
Oh my god.
They used the same team at Worlds as each other. They helped each other build it. They had 19 pages of calcs. Gross. Gross. Next up, Team Jamie. All three Jamies, Keen, Boyd, and Miller. So that's scary.
An exception.
Yeah.
They got Mega Gengar.
Yeah.
Which of course Parasong. It's got
Shadow Tag. Super strong, sludge bombs and everything. Terrifying Pokemon. Heatran's good. Their matchup's not that good against us, though. Heatran's good, Keldio's good, but we're not scared of any of those three mons because they all get whomped on by Marwile, and Hooper. So they're not scary.
Mega Manectric is quite scary, though, because, you know, Volt Switch. We've got a lot of water types, and Volt Switch Intimidate is also a pain in the ass. So
yeah.
I think that's maybe the biggest issue they have.
Yeah, that's their biggest issue for us. Then Tornadus Eye, scary, but not too scary. Clefable, pretty good redirector, very bulky. Then Landorus Eye, super scary, but not really super scary to us. We're not too worried about it, so that's fine. We just quash it with Mega Sableye and then Oko it, so easy. Loads of hidden power ice. I mean, Hooper Unbound can be special. Easy to deal with. Lipard, Prankster User, scary. Yes? No?
Yeah, it's okay. They got Superior, not really. It's got, I guess you can get Glare, you know, a little bit of speed control.
Glare, and it gets the Leaf Storm Contrary trick. And then finally Scyther, which is cool because it's as strong as a Sizzle, but it's different typing. It's a Scyther.
Yeah.
Scyther!
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 And also runs Eviolite. That's...
Yeah.
You can run Eviolite.
Next up, Team Cyberbaz. That's made up of Cybertron, Aaron Zhang, and Baz Anderson, who came 6th at Worlds. Insane.
Yeah, honestly, awesome. And they didn't actually end up going for any OU Megas. They went for just the really good OU Mons, being Amoonguss, Azumarill, and Weavile. Amoonguss is quite tricky. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeves. You know, he can Spore. He can, you know, be the eject button guy you need. He has Rage Powder. He has a lot going for him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's loads going through all of these mons. Mega Lucario is a terrifying Mega that they picked. And then Mega Pinsir is actually really scary because you love Priority, Callum, and that thing has Priority for days. I mean, Priority Feint from Mega Pinsir, not only does it break Protect, it's also super strong. It's
Hell yeah, of course
it's like
it is.
Double
and then
power Feint. It's crazy. And
then they have Raichu because, you know, Fake Out Lightning Rod is awesome.
Yeah, it's great mon. Great mon. Raichu is a very scary mon.
Smeargle, they also got Smeargle.
Yep, Smeargle. Deoxys Attack in their UU slot. Super strong Pokemon. Volcarona for more redirect. Smeargle, they are aware that they're not allowed to use Dark Void or Moody, but they chose him anyway. So they've got something up their sleeve for him. And final team, two of the best singles players out there, Team Scald is MV and PokeAim MD, with one of the scariest teams, if not the scariest team to us, of Rotom Wash, Mega Diancie, Cresselia, and then Mega Abomasnow, Arcanine, Rhydon, Murkrow, Gothorita, Jumpluff, and Mienshao. If you can't see why that's scary, we can't tell you why it's scary. If you're looking at the matchups, there will be a link down below to the draft sheet where you can see all the draft. Terrifying. Terrifying team.
It's really unique with Mega Abomasnow too. I really like that pick.
And it's piloted,
I don't know what it is.
Piloted by two of the best players out there. So, you know, very scary, very, very scary league. I think you guys can appreciate why we said it's the most competitive league. I mean, we were playing with it, but, you know, look at how professional we are. Look at our logo. Look at how professional we are.
We do have a lot of very, very good players, though, is what we're saying. And, I don't know. I don't expect to do that one.
I just don't want to come last, all right?
That's essentially what we're going for, not coming last.
If we get top 4, we get to be in the playoffs, but let's just not come last. That's the aim. Well, that's it. That's all of the teams that we have discussed. This is our team logo. Something that we are going to do is sell all of these team logos in their glory. So check out the link down below if you want to pick up this beautiful Team Views t-shirt. There will be a Represent store with every team's logo. Please look out for the battles on our channel very, very soon.
I'm honestly excited for this. This has been in the works for a while. There was one we were doing like a year ago, but then we sort of like it didn't happen. It sort of fell through. So I'm glad it's coming together now. And if this works out well, we may do one for Sun and Moon as well. Like when Sun and Moon's released.
Season 2 with Sun and Moon, that'd be awesome. All right, guys. See you next time.
Bye-bye.